Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice, and welcome to your week ahead reading. I thought I'd do something a little different for you, and please let me know if you like this better or if you just want me to go back to the old weekly format. But I thought I would try to do this by element, okay? So week ahead messages specifically for the separate elements. And if you can timestamp your own element, that would be very, very helpful. It'd save me some time. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, we're just gonna dive in and see what we got going on. Okay, so let's begin with fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what do you got going on in the week ahead? Just keep an open mind. Be sure to watch all your placements. Okay, what's going on for the fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the week ahead. The next 7 to 10 days for fire signs. What can they expect for the fire signs? All right. Okay. So overall energy, we have the Empress. Taurus, a Libra energy could be significant. Mother figure, a spouse could be significant. A female in your family could be significant at this time. We also see themes of pregnancy, fertility, whether it's conversations about it, news about it, or plans about it. On a day-to-day, this is spending time in nature, taking care of something or someone. Could be coming up. Gardening could be coming up. There's also an energy of expansion, increase, a focus on your appearance, your looks, your comfort around you. Investing in that could be coming up here. So let's see your cards. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the King of Wands. We have Judgment, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So starting off the week, you might be a little bit anxious about something that you have to do, something that you just feel overwhelmed about it, it's stressing you out, or it could just be that you're not getting enough rest, you're not sleeping properly, and so everything else that you're supposed to do in the day just seems like too much or more than it is. So there's a lot of uncertainty, stress, anxiety. It could be involving another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be, again, you're not sleeping, you're not resting. You could also have some sort of important meeting coming up or an important interview early in the week, Monday, Tuesday. You have to give a report for some of you. You have to show something, present something, display something. Could be to do about, your taxes, or if you're asking for a loan, they're asking you, what are you going to do with that money? If you're asking for additional resources, right? Again, it's like, why do you need additional resources? What are you going to do with it, right? So it just feels like you're anticipating, or you're actually going to have to explain something, show something, display something, portray something. For some of you, this could be a performance that you have to give, right? And you're anxious. There is, Judgment here in the center of the spread talks about some sort of an important decision or important conversation. If this is something you've been waiting for, so you're going to do something, you're going to put something forward or present something, interview, the decision is going to come in, the results, the feedback, all right, around midweek, so really quickly. For some of you, it'll be the same day. And it is something that's going to go in your favor. This is great news, okay? So whatever it is that you've asked for, applied for, bid for, submitted a request or an application, that is getting approved. This is also money coming in the form of a bonus, a raise, a loan, a mortgage, just financial support from those around you, maybe another fire sign, like I say, or this mother figure, or female figure in your life. And then we have this beautiful energy of truth, clarity, victory, signing some sort of new contract, signing paperwork. Okay, so if you're interviewing for a job, you're going to get it, and things are going to move very quickly, okay, because they really want someone in the role like fast. So put your best foot forward. Present yourself like in the best light that you can, and I mean that like make this is just common sense, but sometimes when we're not sleeping, when we're not resting, we're not thinking straight, these are things that we tend to overlook. But for this role, or for this meeting, or for this interview or conversation, whatever it is, because you could be preparing to ask someone out, or you could be trying to talk to someone about giving something a second chance, right? However this resonates for you, okay? It's important to focus on your looks for some reason. So just make sure you show up. Hair is done, nails are done or trimmed or whatever, clothes are looking good, nice, clean, fresh, okay? And again, this is common sense, but I just feel here, because of the stress and anxiety, or because of the stress and anxiety keeping you up at night, you might not be thinking very clearly, so these could be things that you overlook, okay? And this could also be, telling you, put your focus in this, because that'll make things easier for you. It will give your mind less to stress about, right? Because you're in this, what can I do? How can I do this better? How can I beautify this, right? Mode, rather than, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. Spend time with family, spend time with children, spend time with pets, animals, spend time outdoor, in your garden or out in nature. That's really going to help alleviate the stress, okay? And for those of you, I'm seeing a helping hand where someone else is seeing you struggling, and they're going to reach out to you, trying to have a conversation, asking you, what do you need? Do you need help with anything, right? And it could just be a conversation where you just have a little vent, right? And that's how they help you. Or it could be they give you money, they give you support, they give you resources of any kind, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. But this is a really good week. For some of you, if this is like a pregnancy scare, it will be just a pregnancy scare. But for others of you, if this is something that you've been really wanting and wishing for, or someone close to you, take the messages as they resonate. There will be good news here. So whatever it is that they're hoping to hear, or you're hoping to hear, that's what the news is going to be, okay? Definitely seeing some sort of procedure for some of you. It could be cosmetic, or elective surgery could be going on here. Maybe that's what's stressing you out. But I see you have a really good professional that's looking after you and taking care of you, and things are going to be a success, okay? Yeah, anything that you have to pay for, to have something cut out, removed, or sharpened, made clearer. For some of you, it could be your eyesight, something to do with eyesight, okay? It's going to go well for you. So try not to stress about it, because that's just going to get your blood pressure up, and it's not going to help, okay? So, and again, you have the advice of how you can kind of settle your nerves, okay? I heard don't drink. That's not going to help settle your nerves, okay? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, fire signs. You're going to have to let me know how that resonates for you. Okay, and be sure to watch all your other signs as well. All right? Okay, let's move on to earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the week ahead. So the next 7 to 10 days for the earth signs, what can they expect in the next 7 to 10 days for earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And again, if you guys could just timestamp your element, that would be a huge help. And be sure to watch your other placements as well. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands that wants to be seen. So travel, things picking up speed, unexpected visit, unexpected delivery, a new passion, a new hobby. This could be job change, or travel, or relocation. You could be dealing with a fire sign for some of you. Aries, Leo, Sag. All right, so let's see for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the week ahead. What can they expect? Okay. And guys, let me know if you prefer this format, and I can keep going. Otherwise, I'm just going to go back to the previous format of one collective for everybody, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy could be significant for you in the week ahead. I'm also seeing an energy of healing, harmony, recovery, or receiving with this. For some of you, a wedding could be significant, whether it's yours or someone close to you. Okay? So let's see what your cards are. So we have the Devil, Capricorn energy. We have the Eight of Wands, Six of Pentacles in the center, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so we have Capricorn, Taurus being highlighted specifically here. So take that as it makes sense. Pay extra attention. There's going to be temptation coming your way, earth signs. Now, that could be in the form of a person trying to get back together with you or trying to get together with you. Or it could be a figure of authority or a boss. For some of you, this is also some sort of elder or family member. You're going to hear from them very early in the week, okay? Very fun, funny communication, lighthearted, or very flirty, or very just optimistic, positive. Let's do this, let's do that. How are you? And complimentary and all that kind of stuff. And there's going to be a request here, okay? A request or an offer for you to consider. It has to do with the commitment, okay? Whether that is in terms of your relationships, in terms of your romantic life, in terms of your career. It does have a lot of money attached to it, or a promise of long-term gain. Now, you're being asked to contemplate it, and you're being asked to listen to your intuition when it comes to this, or read between the lines, or see things, ask questions to dig deeper into the situation, because on the surface it looks great, okay, or very, very appealing, or very tempting, but there is pause here with the Queen of Cups. So, and the Two of Cups underneath, and the Ten of Pentacles, oh boy, and the Four of Swords. So for some of you, this is a no contact person that's now reaching back out to you, trying to take you out, and again, promising long-term commitment, family, marriage, okay? For those of you, this is someone that you are married to but in separation from, so they're going to talk to you about, hey, can we just get back on track, get back together? Can we stop talking about divorce? Let's keep the family together, something like that. For those of you, this is a family member that you haven't heard from in a long time. It could be a parent or an elder. I do feel like this is someone who has a lot of money, but they sometimes use that to control people, and you've kind of separated yourself from this person. You said, keep your money. You're a horrible person. I don't want to see you or talk to you again. I don't want to be associated with you. I don't even tell people we're related. It'll be that person, okay? And they're offering, to help you with something, or to just give you something, right? Just no strings attached, but there are always strings attached with this person, and I feel like you know that. So it's up to you to contemplate, okay? Is there a way where you can get them to put stuff in a contract, or put stuff in writing so they can't back down, or they can't change their minds, or then change the standards, or change the goalpost? That'll be something for you to consider, okay? Is this something you can negotiate and get in writing? Or is this something that your intuition is telling you, just run the other way, don't even entertain this? For those of you, it can be an ex that wasn't willing to commit at some point in time. Now they're coming around telling you that they are willing to commit. They're ready. They've opened their eyes. I don't know. There is something here where the connection is genuine with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. It does have long-term potential. I feel like you recognized that a while ago. There's something about this person where they're forcing it a little bit. So either they're still anxious, but they're trying to talk themselves into it, or trying to sound more confident about it than they are. It could be someone making promises and they sound absolutely sure. They're making promises and they're sounding absolutely sure, but in the background they're going, God, I hope I can deliver this, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Sometimes where we overcommit, sometimes we can deliver. We just challenge ourselves to, push ourselves to, and we can do it. Other times, not so much. It'll be different for everybody here. You know this person, you know what they can do and can't do, you know what they can deliver, you know when they're lying, okay? So it's just a case of trust what you know when it comes to this situation or this person. All right, I'm seeing inheritance being given to you. There may be some conflict or drama in the family because of you receiving something, and the rest of the family doesn't get it, or the rest of the family gets less. So there could be some conflict with that, some tension. For those of you, I just hear take the money and go. There could be some sort of payoff, payout, or if someone's telling you, hey, I just want to give you this, no strings attached, you can take it and go. They said no strings attached, right? Don't give them an opportunity to change their mind about it. For those of you, something is being returned to you, and it's something that someone else was using somehow to either control you, to keep you in a place, to keep you around them, to keep you in their life. And you might have already told them, you know what, you keep it, I'm just leaving anyway. right? And so they could be now giving you that thing back, returning it. Or if it's that manager that you told, you know what, keep your promotion, keep your raise that you keep promising and never delivering. I don't want it anymore, right? I'm going to leave. And you're already looking for other options. You already have other options. They could be trying to talk to you about, hey, look, I want to give you this now. You know, it'll be up to you which one you choose. But you are going to have a choice, okay? For some of you, you're going to have a choice between two things or two people, between the past and the new. Past job, new job, past person, new person, or past way of life, new way of life, right? Where in the past there's something that wasn't quite right, a little toxic, or there was addictions involved, or there was empty promises involved, or some sort of controlling tendencies involved, and that's how you'll know, okay? But yeah, for others of you, you could be really maxing out your credit card trying to get someone a birthday gift or a wedding gift, wedding present, or that's someone else towards you. Going to church, for some of you, maybe you haven't been in a long time, and you just feel like you should, so we're going to church. Or temple, or wherever it is you go to worship, with this energy. Paying to take a class or a course also comes up here. Getting admitted into something like a program or university or education of any kind, or an organization also comes up here. You could also start some sort of apprenticeship where the company is going to pay for your education, or the company is going to pay for your visa. That's also coming up here. You're going to be successful. Getting a loan, a big loan, or like a mortgage, also comes up here. Be mindful, just make sure you understand the terms and conditions, make sure they're clear, okay? Because it will be a situation where it's like, well, obviously the house always wins, right? So, but just be mindful of like interest rates or stuff like that, okay? Receiving a big blessing, an approval, green light, okay? And it could be about money, it could be about your health and well-being, it could be about your business or home and family matters, okay? Cool. All right, good stuff. So thank you, and let's move on. Okay, we are going to go to air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hi, air signs. If you could timestamp your element, that would be really, really helpful, and thank you. And let me know if you want me to keep this up, or if you prefer the previous format, one reading for the collective, okay? So let's see. For air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they have coming up in the next 7 to 10 days? What does the week ahead look like for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they need to know? Okay, I'll get 5 cards for you. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So some sort of decision that's going to have to be made, whether you're expecting this, anticipating this, you know you have to make this decision, or you will be put on the spot and having to make a choice. For those of you, you could be making money from 2 separate strands of income at this time, starting to see that money come in. Travel could be significant, planning a trip, or looking at if you can postpone it, or if you can change something about the plan that's already been done is also coming up here. Choosing between 2 things or 2 people could also be coming up here with the 2 of Pentacles. All right. And it could be like a busy time for you, so you're just being reminded, just focus on your priorities, break it down to priorities, and just focus on 1 or 2 things at a time, okay? So let's see what your cards are. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Someone wants to talk to you, and I don't know if you want to talk to them. Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, the 4 of Cups. Okay. So for some of you, you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, whoever they may be in your life. They could be an ex, current person you're seeing, someone you work with, a manager or a family member, a neighbor, whoever it is that is most in your focus at this time, on your mind. This is someone who's going to just try to talk to you. I don't know, with the Queen of Swords, they've already upset you somehow. They've disappointed you, they haven't kept their word, or they flat out lied to you, or whatever it is, you're annoyed with them. Queen of Swords. Okay. There could be if this hasn't happened already, there could be a conversation that is kind of like either an ultimatum or a case of just leave me alone, okay? Don't even. Now, the Knight of Pentacles talks about progress, okay? Slow but steady. This could be something where someone was late, constantly late, or they make promises they don't deliver, and now it's like they want to deliver what they promised, but is it too little, too late? Okay. The Fool with the Four of Cups here again. This could be apology. This could be, can we try again? Can we have a fresh start? Can I have a second chance? That's what you're going to be considering. For some of you, it's a flat out no. For those of you who are going to consider this, maybe even negotiate, okay? If this is like a promotion or the bonus or you being put in charge of something, right? And the person in charge always promises, never delivers. And now you're saying, you know what, don't, just take me out of the running. I don't want to go for that. I don't care. I don't want that anymore, right? They could now be going, oh no, wait a minute, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here you go. I want to offer you this now, right? But it's almost like, well, after all this time, and I feel like it's been, hold on, I've had to like kick and scream and fuss and cry and, you know, been through an emotional roller coaster for this, and now you want to give it me? I don't know, right? I really feel like this someone's gonna bug you, okay, with messages, calls. They want to talk to you, they want to see you, and it's a case of, do I even want this anymore? Like, after everything you put me through, to give me this when you promised you would and you just didn't? I don't think so, right? So for some of you, you're saying flat out to someone in terms of fresh starts or second chances, or you're like, I'll accept your apology, but I still never want to see you again. And for others of you, you will consider this. It just depends on the situation. You may even negotiate before you say yes to something, okay? You may be involved in like hard bargaining, okay? A challenging negotiation for some money or a loan or how much you can get. You are going to get what you want, okay, with this energy. I feel like you may have to compromise on certain things, but ultimately it gives you enough for you to accomplish your goals, however that resonates, okay? It could be to do with property matters, a big sale or a big purchase. You could be going into some sort of partnership, some sort of business partnership, or like a one-to-one partnership of any kind, to put your resources together with someone in order to have the highest bid, okay? And you're going to get what it is you're going for, but you're then going to just have to manage this partnership, because I feel like you're going to be dealing with someone who's just very impulsive, or you just have two separate communication styles or two separate working styles. And so it may cause you a little bit of stress. This person may annoy you a little bit every now and again, but ultimately it will be a profitable business partnership, yes, with the Wheel of Fortune. Taking a chance on something, a yes answer, Six of Wands, victory, triumph, getting what you want, winning a bid, winning a competition. Could be that you have to join forces with someone. You are getting what you want. Is the case of, is it too little, too late? Or is it, do you still want this? Okay. There is definitely something new that's starting during this time that you're going to be offered or given the opportunity to jump on board with. It could be that you have second thoughts about it. It could be that you get a little bit like cold feet about it. Because this negotiation and back and forth could be you within yourself. Okay. For some of you, you're going to have to give a fire sign an answer this week, whether it's about your money or your love life, or if you want to start something with them or start something over with them. They're going to be insistent, okay? Not necessarily demanding an answer from you, but insistent. It has to be this week, okay? I also feel like you're going to be leaving something early. So you pay to go to a show, you sit there and you're like, I hate this is a waste of my time. You're just going to get up and go. For those of you, you're going to be ordering something and sending it back and asking for a refund because it'll be not to your liking or not as advertised, okay? and you're going to be demanding a refund. Or if someone is keeping you waiting, so you've paid for an activity to do together and they're showing up late, right? You could be backing out, getting a refund, trying to get a refund. But I feel like for some of you won't be able to get a refund. So then you'll say to this person, I think you at least owe me half of this because you agreed to it. I went and booked it, used my money. You're going to have to give me at least half of that, right? So something along those lines, some sort of tense conversations about money because someone just didn't show up, flaked, kept you waiting, didn't keep their end of the deal, whatever the situation is, okay? I am seeing you changing your mind about something or backing out of something. So you get something that you wanted, and then when you actually go to see it, or when you start using it, or, you're like, I don't like this. This isn't what I thought, or this isn't what I was promised, or this wasn't as advertised, or this doesn't match the pictures. This doesn't look like what I was shown. And you may be backing out of something, trying to get your money back from something, okay? For those of you, I feel like someone new is trying to talk to you, whether it's as a friend or a romantic interest or whatever. I feel like you're going to make this person jump through hoops a little bit to test them, to see if they are resilient. Maybe you're looking at this person as a bit of a playboy or playgirl, and you're like, let me test you. Let me see what you're going to do. I feel like that's the right call because for some of you, they are going to flake. They are going to eventually not keep their word with this energy. For others of you, though, I feel like someone's going to put you on the spot. So again, if it's that person that is going to be, you got to give me an answer this week. Someone's going to put you on the spot where it's like, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I've done everything you asked. What are we doing? It's time for you to keep your end of the bargain. How much longer do you feel like you need to test me, right? So there'll be that kind of conversation, and it leads to a change, a partnership, right? Something really cool coming together for you. I'm also seeing paying off a debt or paying off a loan with this energy. Okay, or buying someone's side of the business and now you're owning the whole thing, or buying someone's share of something and you're owning the whole thing. That also comes up here. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right, so let's move on to water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. How you guys doing? If you could timestamp your element, that would be really, really helpful. So thank you in advance. And please let me know if you like this format, you want me to continue, or if you prefer I go back to one video for the collective. So let's see what's going on for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in the week ahead. What's going on for water signs in the week ahead? What can they expect in the week ahead? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So this could be you. And something could be coming to like a culmination point, a maturing point, or you're dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For some of you, this is business talks, negotiations, interviews, dealing with recruiters or middlemen, okay, or middle women, whatever you want to call it, intermediaries, okay, so brokers, estate agents, recruiters, someone's representative, someone's assistant, okay, all right, so let's have a look. We have the Four of Cups, we have the Devil, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the World. Okay, so water signs. There's going to be an offer made to you, but it will be a little bit less than what you want. Now, this is a tactic. Okay, so for some of you, this is a tactic. This is someone offering you less to see if you take it. All right? So you can either reject it or take it, but just be aware, for a lot of you, this is someone, poker face, this is someone, it's a tactic. They're intentionally starting you off lower than what they're actually willing to offer you to see if you take it, right? To see if they get away with it. So Two of Pentacles here is telling you to negotiate. To go back and say, is that the best you can do? To go back and say, well, I really think that because this and this and this, I deserve a little more. Is that the best you can do? Well, if that's what you're willing to give me salary-wise, what additional perks can I get? Like, go back and just, challenge a little bit, like negotiate, right? Play poker with this person, because they will up their offer. They're going from the 2 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles, right? Or if it's like, well, if that's what you're willing to offer me, that's not exactly what I was hoping for, but then is there any flexibility in terms of where I can work from, right? Or how much time I have to spend on the road? Is there any flexibility there? Because ultimately, you will be victorious here. You're going to get a really good deal because you negotiate, because you push back, because you ask, because you challenge, right? Because you ask the question, ultimately. For those of you, you could be receiving a message, a call, an apology, an invitation from someone. Could be Capricorn energy, someone that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. There's been physical distance between the two of you, not just communication-wise. And you're just, they're gonna talk to you. I feel like for some of you, they want to make amends with you. For some of you, this is like someone who had a bit of an addiction and they're going through the 12-step program and they're at the point of making amends. Okay? Or this is simply someone that wants to apologize to you and make something right with you, return something to you. So if you lent them money and that led to the clash and the argument because they wouldn't pay you back, right? This is them saying, I really want to pay you back. Okay? Or if they had your property and they wouldn't return it for whatever reason, right? Or they were using it to hold something over you, or whatever the case is, right? Some sort of blackmail was involved there. This is them saying, I want to give you the thing back. I want you to have it, right? And for others of you, I really feel like this is someone who genuinely, you don't trust this person because you've heard this before, but this is someone, I really feel like this time they genuinely want to keep their word, okay? Because they're following, I want to see you, I want to do this for you, and you're considering it, and then they're putting action behind it. They're putting their money where their mouth is, right? So you could be traveling or receiving something if this person is posting it to you and they're talking to you ahead of time just to make sure that's okay. Or check if you're home, that kind of energy, okay? Dealing with paperwork or deliveries or people from different cities or different countries, okay? So international matters here is coming up as well. Investing money in your looks is happening today, something that you're not happy with today or at this time during this week, something you're not necessarily happy with. It could be your hair color or hairstyle. It could be your wardrobe. It could be, that pair of shoes that you hate. And it's like, well, I haven't really had the money to buy a replacement or whatever. Now that could be what's happening this week. There's definitely receiving a gift of money or financial support of some kind, or some sort of bond or contract that you're signing that tells you I'm going to have money going forward so I can afford to spend a little bit now. Taking a trip, a long distance trip could be significant here. Okay, maybe to some sort of negotiation or to some sort of interview. This could also be online interviews for a lot of you. Let's see. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Sun, yeah. Great news in the King of Wands. Great news, victory, something that you're trying to change. So trying to change where you live, trying to change your job, trying to change your relationship status, trying to change what you do or how you do something, right? You're going to be very successful with that, okay? Truly. But I feel like it's an energy of if you don't ask, you don't get. So just keep that in mind. Okay? Or again, this energy of, is that the best you can do? Or can we work a little bit on that? Can we improve that offer? Can we improve this in any way, right? Can we do better here with this energy? Negotiating prices for sales purchases could be coming up here. Negotiating schedules could be coming up here. I really feel like it's a very strict type of contract that you might be stepping into, whether that is to do with it's in the realm of security or data privacy or police. very strict regulations, travel, import, export, visas, law, legislation, okay, or audits, okay, with the money here. It's a very strict type of contract of you're allowed to do this. They're very clear about what you're allowed to do and what you're not, absolutely not allowed to do. There's a lot of restrictions in the terms and conditions, or the nature of the job is around restrictions, okay, or checks or audits or that kind of energy. If for some of you this is something that you might have been declined or rejected from before, turned away, it's coming back around to you still want it, or you're being given a second chance, or this is something you might have had to interview for multiple times, okay? Or maybe this is something that you turned down because it was less than, and now you're thinking, hey, is that still available, and is that the best we can do, right? You could be bringing something back together, so making peace, coming back into harmony, restoring a relationship, whether it's with friends, family, even someone that you had a falling out with, an argument because of someone's pride, someone's ego, or someone's addiction, okay, or anger issues. They got the best of them, or they're just a real difficult person when they drink, or you know, that kind of person. There could be making amends here. They want to give something back to you, return something to you, and that could just be return your kindness that you've always shown them. And then there's something that they're giving you. There's a delivery. They're putting their money where their mouth is, okay? And you could be restarting a partnership, a collaboration, a relationship, or seeing significant improvements with it, right? Maybe it was on the brink of you were getting ready to leave, or you were even talking about splitting your assets, right? It can be brought back because this person has this awakening, has this aha moment, has this reality check, and they just tone it down and they go, okay, let's talk. Let's talk. Is there anything we can do here, right? So that's really cool. Okay. Yeah, awesome. I think that's all we have. So there you go. That is what I have for all the elements for the week ahead. Looking forward to your thoughts, looking forward to your feedback. Do you want me to continue by element or just do one video for the collective? Let me know in the comments, okay? And again, guys, thank you. If you can take the time to timestamp your own element, that would be very, very helpful to me. So thank you in advance, okay, for doing that, for your comments, for your likes, interacting with the video, and giving me that feedback, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.